Welcome to the Camp Millennium Pumpkin Patch Story. As you enjoy this video presentation, we'd like to tell you how this fundraiser has progressed to where it is today, and how the good people of Douglas County get together every October to have fun creating this non-scary, family-oriented attraction, while raising money to help support Camp Millennium, a free one-week summer camp open to children ages 5 to 16 who are dealing with a cancer diagnosis. The Pumpkin Patch story starts over 50 years ago when a small family amusement park called Santa's Village opened near Lake Arrowhead, California, about 70 miles east of Los Angeles. 6 weeks later, another amusement park called Disneyland was opened in nearby Orange County. Rumor has it that Disneyland went on to do quite well, but the technology of themed attractions had long passed Santa's Village by when it closed forever in 1998. Mary and Mike Cunard of Roseburg had been to Santa's Village many times as children, and in turn took their children there when they were small. When the Cunards heard about an upcoming auction, they thought it would be fun to attend, and maybe even buy a memento from their past. Well, it seems they got a little carried away, returning home with a 48-foot semi-trailer loaded with goodies, along with 4 live reindeer. As you might have guessed, what seemed like a great idea at the time soon turned into a great big pile of colorful memories gathering dust at their ranch, much to the chagrin of the Cunard teenagers. Then Mary was stricken with breast cancer, twice. Prior to this challenging turn of events, she had always wanted to work in her own greenhouse rather than the office work she had ended up doing most of her life. Her battle with cancer would prove to be the catalyst that finally put her green thumb to use. After undergoing lumpectomy, bilateral mastectomy, chemotherapy, and radiation treatment, Mary's fresh focus on life encouraged her to start a small commercial greenhouse business, which in turn led to the idea for a very special fundraising site. While looking through a catalog one day, a particular plant caught her eye, along with a note marking it as part of the Plant for the Cure program. Through the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation program, now known as Pink Ribbon Plants, portions of the proceeds for certain plants go toward breast cancer awareness and research organizations. So Mary began growing pink impatiens and geraniums, lending her personal touch to support the program. About that same time, Mary's father was there visiting and helped her plant a pumpkin patch in an unused area of the ranch, just next to where the truckload of souvenirs from Santa's Village had been unloaded several years earlier. One day, while out watering the new pumpkin crop, Mary was thunderstruck with inspiration. In a flash, and with generous help from family and some borrowed employees from Mike, she began assembling what went on to become the Pumpkin Patch Fun Park of today. Starting out as a school fundraiser in the first couple of years, Mary's plan from the beginning was to create a dedicated fundraising site for the Camp Millennium program. She was certainly familiar with the camp, as she had already sponsored campers in previous years. And since its first eventful year, this Pumpkin Patch fundraiser on the 3 weekends before Halloween has taken off far beyond her wildest dreams. The camp's full-time manager, Ryan Bowles, tells us that every year local businesses donate all the promotion, media, food, and game prizes, and a crew of Camp Millennium volunteers, along with friends, family, and neighbors, provide all the labor to run the event. 100% of the proceeds go toward helping children attend the camp. Volunteers also help build and restore all sorts of equipment and one-of-a-kind props to delight and serve guests in comfort and safety. And now, there are donated shuttle buses that transport visitors to and from the free parking locations provided by our generous neighbors. In 2006, the Pumpkin Patch became the camp's largest single fundraiser, bringing in enough revenue to send more than 20 remarkable kids on a memorable camping adventure. As you enter the Pumpkin Patch through the main gate, you'll notice the Reindeer Crossing sign, whimsically referring to the reindeer pen on the right. 4 females raise their antlered heads in curiosity. At that point, you may find your entry to the park sidetracked by a railroad crossing gate, as a fully restored 1950s Aero Development 24-gauge streamliner passes by, merrily transporting children and adults in a scenic tour of the patch. The red and silver Santa Fe is one of only 5 classic streamliner trains in the country to have been fully restored for a whole new generation of passengers to enjoy. Along the way, you pass by the old sleigh and other items from Santa's Village. Because they have yet to be restored, a sign reading "Santa's Junkyard" rests beside them. Around the ranch, Mother Goose nursery rhyme figures greet youngsters as they pass by. You'll see old Humpty Dumpty precariously perched at the end of the train tunnel. Volunteers in costumes stroll around the ranch as children pick pumpkins from the patch. Up the hill, llamas watch as a trebuchet is loaded with ripe pumpkins. From a safe distance, children may ring the bell salvaged from Santa's home before they pull the lever, launching the pumpkins far over the animals' heads. The llamas stampede toward the splattered gourds in pursuit of a tasty snack. Other attractions include the original Santa's Village pumpkin coach ride, a pumpkin bounce that was once used as a movie prop, a kiddie pumpkin wheel, and trackless train ride that leads down to Happy Hallow, featuring snacks, games, face painting, and our lollipop forest, where kids pick fresh lollipops off a lollipop tree. Mary has many future plans for the pumpkin patch. Her yearly goal is to send a few more campers to Camp Millennium than the previous year, as long as the volunteers and donors hold out, or until they find a cure for cancer. Camp Millennium is an 8-day, fun-filled summer camp for kids who spend too much time in hospitals and clinics because of cancer. It is a time to be themselves and to share in a variety of summer camp activities, such as hiking, fishing, archery, swimming, arts and crafts, horseback riding, plus many added surprises. The goal of this week-long adventure is to provide these children with a great camping experience, which can be extended into their everyday lives. Camp Millennium is for children from 6 to 16 years of age who are dealing with a cancer diagnosis. Children from all over the state of Oregon and the Pacific Northwest apply each year through physicians, self-referral, and support groups. The parents then complete and submit the applications to the camp office for approval. Campers are accepted on a first-come, first-served basis, although spaces are held for newly diagnosed children. Camp Millennium is free for all campers. Families are never charged or solicited. Camp Millennium, a 501c3 nonprofit organization, is a member of the Children's Oncology Camping Association and is overseen and directed by an administrative council. The council and subcommittees meet several times a month throughout the year to plan, organize, and implement the program. Individuals, including a full-time medical staff, support staff, and camp counselors, generously volunteer their time each year at Camp Millennium. Camp counselors are ready to show these children a great time with lots of friendship and love. These dedicated volunteers who share their special zest for life come from all areas of the state, as well as neighboring Washington and California. Staff must be at least 20 years of age. In addition to the pumpkin patch, they receive funding from other fundraisers and donations from individuals, businesses, and organizations. Cash donations and camp supplies are always welcome. A donation of $7,000 sponsors a cabin which houses 10 campers, or a $700 donation will allow one child to attend camp. All camp donations are restricted to the support of the Camp Millennium program. For more information regarding Camp Millennium or how you can help, contact the office in Roseburg at 541-677-0600 or go to our online donation site. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you at the next Pumpkin Patch.